Alright guys, so let's carry on with our cinematic tutorial here, right? Now this is gonna be, I'm gonna just make it short now, I'm not gonna carry on. I was gonna do, my original plan was to make it for the whole music. The problem is that it gets a little bit boring and I don't want us to be here for the whole music. So I'm gonna do this one where the camera moves and you see the car passing through. And then we're just gonna try to focus adding a little bit more, let's say, sound effects on the car. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add the last shot, which is gonna be the same way we're doing before. And we're gonna add shot number 5, all right? 5 and the last one. Now I'm not sure how long we want this to last, but the same thing. Let's add the camera actor, drag and drop here, make sure you convert to a spawnable and you pilot the camera. Nice. So the piloting the camera allows us to kind of put the camera into a nice shot. Gotta make sure the speed is very slow so we can actually focus what's going on. And here we have the shot. Make sure it's spawnable. Make sure we have the transform. And let's just press play and see the music, how we're feeling. More or less here. So when he ends, that's fine. So we can actually do, and you see the characters like looking at everything, which is quite cool. Let's see. Let's see how does he look. Perfect. Nice. Now we go back to where we started. Okay, I'm gonna make it 0 position. I'm not controlling the camera, but I can if I want. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna pilot camera, and then I'm gonna stop piloting the camera. And I see more or less where is that location. And I'm gonna grab the car and drag the car here, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I want this camera to see more or less, so I can see that the shot will be coming from this part, so I can actually add it here, right? Let's see what's gonna look like. Oh, where is the camera? I forgot where is the camera is. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm just gonna press F. Nice. So more or less, I can see on the shot. I think I can. You see, I can ping this. I'm gonna ping this so I can see more or less where's the camera. So now I can move it. This option, and you see that the car makes easy for anyone to track. Now I'm gonna drag and drop the car here. I'm gonna convert to spawnable. Again, converting to spawnable allows you to only spawn when you need the object to be on scene, and this works for blueprints, it works for anything as well, so you can use that a lot, right? And now let's see the camera. So the camera is gonna be like here. This is the end of it, right? And then we're gonna probably add the car into this position here, right? And then we add this. So let's see. Let's go back to this. Right. The only problem that I see here is that it has that feeling of the car not being fast enough. So what I like to do is just make sure that you finish a little bit far from what it should be. All right. But now that's it. Now we have more or less the cinematic kind of added. The last thing we can actually add here is, and for this one you don't need a shot, you can just go back here and add a fade, like a fade, right? Add a fade track. And the fade track, let's see, I'm just gonna click on that. More or less here, I'm gonna make it from 0 to 1 here, all right? And that's it. That I'm gonna save this, and let's see. Perfect. So now we can go back to the main track. Let's just put this back to 0 frames. And let's watch it. Our first cinematic. Right, so we're playing up. Pretty cool. Right, so this part, let's just try to improve that a little bit more. Nice. Later on, we can actually add more things. Right, so now I'm going to go back to this website here called Free Sounds. And let's see if we can find a nice car engine. Let's see, car engine start. Or... don't know why this is taking a while. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do here is that we have this car engine start. Let's see if we can find a decent sound. So this one I like it. I kind of like this one. So let's just try to download this. Actually I have to log in to download. I just log in here and let's just try to log in and see if I think I have an account with them. I don't remember, to be honest. This is the only thing with those things. Anyway, let's just go back here and see if we can find, like, let's say, so we have photos, there's sound effects, there's like car start, oh my gosh, car start, starting or something like that. That was a cool sound, but I mean, I guess this is okay. This is it's like a bad car. Right, let's just download this one, right? So we downloaded the sound. Go back to here, and the way we use it, similar. It's gonna go back to the car content. Let's go back to the main audio, and let's just add this sound here. Like, keep in mind, this is not the best sound, but we can actually use this. Now what I like to do with playing with sounds is to create a new content browser. So I have that everything in the right place. And now when we move to the shot, so it's gonna use the camera cuts, right? More or less around here, what I'm gonna do is get this sound, play. Let's see. And we can actually add more or less around here. And on the audio, we can maybe increase the volume by 2. It's too low. And let's see. Maybe what we can do is we just play this sound here in 2 places. You see? And now what we do is that we have the car running. So let's see, car running or car accelerating. Let's see if we can actually use this. That's cool, but let's see it. Perfect. This one looks better. Now the sound's a little bit different, but you know, it's just like a tutorial. It doesn't really matter for now. So I'm gonna add this other sound. Is this the one? This is the one is starting. Just drag and drop this one here. Perfect. Now we can save this, and as you guys can see here, the engine, like the sound effect already changed a little bit our scene. Yeah, well, actually I'm gonna just do a Control Z. I want to play mainly with the shot number 3. That's the one I want to add. Yes. Nice, perfect. So now I'm gonna, so I want to, I mean, it's a little bit buggy, but you know, and then maybe we can stop here and we can save. And now it comes like the whole editing. This is why creating cinematics takes so long, because you have to do a lot of changes here, right? And then we do this. And now we are playing this other song. Nice. And that's it. And that's how basically we create a very similar, like a very simple cinematic. And now what we can actually do is that we don't need those shots, right? We can delete them. And I can just reduce more or less to whatever I want around this area here, right? And I think there is an option here on the engine that now you can play this in game as well, but there is create a new camera. I'm just trying to find here, so it does play everything. Select actors to record into the current sequence. There is an option that you can actually render this into a proper cinematic cut. Yes, I think you can do this, and you can select, and I think you can do master audio, like you can actually export this to whatever resolution you want. But as you guys can see, we have done our first cinematic. And it's very simple. It's just that, as you guys can see, it takes some time to fine and tune. For example, in this shot, there's a problem. Because this one, the car is super fast. And on the next shot, the car is going slow. So what I would do is probably go back to this shot. When the car is coming here, I probably would make it so it goes a little bit slower, you know. And then it goes slower a little bit. And let's see, I don't know, like I probably bugged the whole thing. But now, you see, it goes faster, so I would just fine tune them. But that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you're trying to create your cinematics, I hope this has helped you more or less to give you an idea what to expect when you create cinematics. And let me know in the comments if you like this, if you want to see anything in particular. See you guys in the next tutorial.